Hi YouTube, it's Catherine here, and I'm just going to be explaining my new way of eating. This is an extremely personal video for me for the reasons why I chose to not quit keto, but choose this modality over something else. I've had, I guess, health issues that I am trying to deal with, and I am doing this in a holistic approach. So I guess there's controversy over all of that, and it's just personal. But I want to share it because I think that the basis of sharing information is, somebody else might benefit from it as well. And that is where my head is at. I am personally not benefiting from it at this point. It's only been 2 weeks since I've switched my way of eating, and I have been ill for probably my whole life, but intensely, severely in the last 6 years. So I have lots of symptoms of different things. Nothing really equates to anything as a disease as a whole. I'm not as bad off as some or most who are following this kind of protocol, but nonetheless, it is severe for me. I have been agoraphobic for the last 6 years, and that is an anxiety disorder. And I have tried lots of different methods. I have tried medication. I have tried all of these different paths, and this is where I'm at currently. I have other symptoms as well. I think I'm going to do that in a different video and explain all of the symptoms. Today, I'm just going to focus on what I'm doing currently for eating. So that is my main issue, is my agoraphobia. But like I said, I'll go into other issues in another video. So the way of eating that I am currently doing is the medical medium. And I know myself, I was a little skeptical at first. When I first found it, when I first looked it up, when I first saw it, I was like, okay. But there's one thing that I personally have, and I have an open mind to different things. So I was never closed-minded when I went keto and saying that this is it. Keto is the be-all and end-all to my eating, and this is what is making me feel good. It wasn't making me feel good. It wasn't changing anything for how I felt. And actually, it has brought on other symptoms. Now, were those other symptoms going to be coming on in spite of keto? I have no idea, but it definitely didn't prevent it, and it definitely didn't make it go away. So there is a set of books. The author of these books is Anthony Williams. He is a medium of sorts. I'm not going to get into his story. I don't think that I need to do that. I think that if this interests you, you're going to go and do your own research, and you're going to figure it out on your own. But this is his first book, and I know that that is backwards for you, but that is Medical Medium, The Secrets Behind Chronic and Mysterious Illness and How to Finally Heal. And yes, I was a skeptic at first, and I still am not... I'm not closed off to the idea that this isn't the answer either. I've only read his first and his last book. I didn't read the two in between. His last book is this one, Liver Rescue, and it heals a whole slew of different illnesses. So this way of eating is the exact 360 of keto. Keto is a high-fat, high-protein diet, or depending on how you follow it. There's many different ways to do it, and I feel like I've done all of them throughout the last year and a half being keto. This way of eating is very high fruit, very high vegetable, pretty much vegan. I am choosing not to go vegan. I am choosing to keep meat in one meal a day for 3 days a week. So that would be three meat meals a week. And I plan to do basically no fat other than what comes from that. Maybe a little bit of nuts and seeds, and no overt fat. So no oils, no dairy, still no wheat, no sugar, other than what's coming from plants and fruit. So his modality is that you basically eat as much as you want of these foods. So you can either there's different ways to do this as well. And I find the most interesting thing is that people go so hardcore with these things, and some of it he doesn't even say that, or like maybe I'm just not in it long enough and I haven't seen those things, but the stuff that I have heard, he has a radio show, he has the books, he has 4 books, I think I said that. The 2 that I don't have is Life Changing Foods and Thyroid Healing. I do plan to read them as well. I just find that there's, a lot of the community who is following this protocol is vegan, and they're doing like raw vegan. And I think that that's partly because his last book that just came out, Liver Rescue, all of the books have a cleanse or a detox or something in there. So they all have something. So I think everybody's doing their own thing, and then you're reading comments and stuff, and it's all kind of schlewing together. But in reality, he doesn't say that you can't eat meat. He says that you should limit your meat if you're going to eat it, and it should be grass-fed and from local sources and all of that jazz, which is pretty much the modality about all. When you're reading or seeing even keto, they're telling you to eat the best that you can eat. He advises organic, but if you can't do organic, you can't do organic. Unfortunately, we're not all, rich folk. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a shot. I plan to give it the next year, for sure. I do plan to do periods of no meat, because I plan to do some of the detoxes and cleanses that he does have within the books. I'm just starting out. Like, it's been about 2 weeks. I did not have any ill effects from switching from one to the other, except for, I've had chronic constipation pretty much my whole life. I had it pretty much right through keto, and I don't have that now. Now I'm eating high veg, high fruit, so that's probably why, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing to me. So that's where I'm at. There's still, I'm probably eventually going to have to get into a little bit of kind of what he categorizes things into, but right now I'm eating, I'm not really eating grains. If I do, it would be in the form of like rice or maybe some oatmeal or something like that. I made these blueberry muffins from the book, and they're so delicious. And there is a little bit of ground up oat flour in it, so that's fine. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that my face, this is the reason why I'm breaking out and stuff. It's detox, which there's going to be a lot of it if there's stuff going on in my body. So that is kind of a brief overview. And it's not what his books are at. Like, that's just the way of eating. That's what I'm going to be eating. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more supplements. There's a lot more different things. And like I said, I'll try to maybe focus in some other videos. I do plan to do one for sure. Hopefully, like with my symptoms, like what I'm actually fighting against, what I have discovered from the books, and that I think I need to be focusing on. and hopefully I will be able to help somebody out. So yeah, that's where I'm at currently. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to do an update soon. Thank you. Bye.